Hey guys, what's up? It's Kelly here. So, I have a new class for you. This class is going to be, let me not lie to y'all, let me pull it up because I do so much stuff every single day that when I sit down to record, it's like, where is my brain at? So, this class is going to be how to create an effective content marketing strategy for the holidays. So, this actually works for all year round, but since the holidays are approaching, I figured I would talk a little bit about that. I also have my phone here with me because I am going to share with you guys um, some behind the scenes of Instagram. So you guys are going to be able to see the recording of my phone as I'm going through some things with you of as it references as it references where to find your content ideas. And so I find my content ideas based off of data. When you first start, you're going to kind of be taking a shot in the dark, per se, and creating your content based off of research that you've done about your target market. But then after you've created 30 days of content, then you can start looking at your analytics and creating based off of that. Okay. Please excuse my background. I'm realizing you guys can see everything that is not put together. So this is my office. It's my new office. And so I'm still trying to put things together. So these two shelves are new. There's nothing on them yet because I have not bought anything yet. So I'll be taking some trips to Home Goods this week to fill my shelves. And then I also have on the ground behind me my grass wall, which is actually it's rolled up, but it's big enough to cover this entire wall behind me. But I haven't figured out how to hang it yet. We tried to hang it a few days ago and it was too heavy. So we're working on it. So my background looks a little like, did she just move in? I didn't just move, but I am just now putting together my office. Like I've just been working wherever around the house. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen because I have a presentation for you guys. All right, so I should be floating up there in the corner. And I'm going to make this bigger. Okay, so how to create an effective content marketing strategy for the holidays, but in parentheses, this also works all year round, right? It also works all year round. So, what is content marketing? Content marketing is selling without selling. So, it provides a framework to produce content that cleverly draws the audience in and attracts your target market to your service offering without having to sell to them directly. So, if you're watching this right now, you're on here and you're like, I'm afraid to sell, this is what you need to do in order to sell. You're a content marketer. So it's you putting out information and resources that are helpful, and you're showing up every day and you're being so helpful and so present that people are like, can you help me? Can I pay you to help me? Can I get on the phone with you? What do you sell? Can I buy it? Do you have a course for this? You talked about this in your video. Do you have a product for that? That's what happens when you do content marketing. I'm very heavy on content marketing and organic content marketing. So when I say organic, I mean without the use of paid ads. I've spent less than, over the last 4 years, I've spent less than $2,000 in ads. I have 23,000 followers. I have 4,000 people on my email list. I do six figures sales every year. And that's with less than $2,000 in ads. Now, I love ads, and I actually just decided to turn my ads back on because I had less time. And so I need something running in the background that's producing leads for me. But I'm a firm believer in when you're starting out, and I would say the first at least 1 or 2 years, you might want to stay away from ads unless you have a clear customer journey and 50-50-500, which is what I call it. Okay. So if you don't know what a clear customer journey is, go over to the bonuses section. I have a video there on what a customer journey looks like, and then you can create your own based off of that. But clear customer journey, so CCJ, 50-50-500, 50 blog posts. You need to have at least 50 blog posts, at least 50 videos. They don't all have to be live videos. Some of them can be pre-recorded videos, but they need to be videos that are published on your Instagram or Facebook. There is no length requirement. And at least 500 email subscribers. So 500 people have joined your email list from downloading free things or trying to get access to resources that you have or wanting to hear from you weekly. So once you have that 50, 50, 500, you have a good enough content base and content foundation for you to run ads that are actually going to give you a decent return on your investment, and it's not going to waste you money. Okay. So that's what I tell people. But anyways, content marketing is a really good way for you to get all of the results that you'd be looking for trying to run an ad without having to pay for it. So the more content you release that is quality content and geared towards your soulmate client is going to attract more followers, more sales transactions, bigger purchases per sale transactions, repeat transactions, and word of mouth. Okay, that's just going to make you money, 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 money. Okay, and you're going to be helping a lot of people. Your content is going to be shared a lot more, liked, comment, shared, and saved a lot more. And so you're going to be able to reach more people with content marketing. There are 7 elements of a good content marketing strategy. Number 1, defining your market goals and objectives. Okay, I'm gonna after I give you these 7, I'm gonna go through each of them and give you a deeper sense of what it is. Okay, so not step number 1. Element number 1, defining your market goals and objectives. Element number 2 is understanding whom you are creating content for. Number 3 is working out the best place to publish your content. Number 4, deciding what types of content will be most suitable. Number 5, coming up with ideas for what content to produce. Number 6, determining the resources and tools needed for distributing content. And number 7, measuring success and developing systems for repurposing your content. So these are the 7 elements of a good content marketing strategy. You don't necessarily have to do them in order, but all 7 of these, you do need to sit down, think them through, figure it out, how it applies to your brand, and then it needs to be written down or in a Google document or a Word document somewhere. I would even print it out. I believe that when you write things, they stick with you a little bit more than if you type them. So if I were you, I would write down these elements first, then I would go through and type them, and then I would print them. At that point, it is in your memory. You know what's going on with your content. You don't feel lost when you're posting every day, because that's really what this is doing for you. It's giving you a strategy for you to attract potential clients and to create more sales and become visible, but it's also giving you clarity, and that clarity of what's happening in your business today, what you're posting, why you're posting it, and what it's supposed to be doing for you is really going to help ease your doubt. It's going to help ease your anxiety, because there's no longer the fear of unknown, because you know, right? You know. All right, so element number 1, defining your marketing goals and objectives. Whenever you create a piece of content, think about what your end goal will be. Is it to add another subscriber to your list? Are you trying to showcase your authority and build trust? And alternatively, is it to create brand awareness and increase website traffic? So you need to sit down and figure out, what am I trying to do? And it's too much for you to say, I want to do all of that. Okay. It's okay for you to want to do all of it, but it's going to be difficult for you to get results if you try to do all of it at one time or all of it with one piece of content. Like, you can't post something and say, I am going to, well, you can, but it's not going to work. You can post something, right? You can't post a picture and say, I want this picture to help build authority and trust. I want it to bring me sales, and I want to have more website traffic with this one picture. That's too much. The expectations are too high for one picture that's only going to be seen by less than 7% of your followers. The expectation is too high. So it would be better, and you would be more likely to get results if you say, this month I am focusing on increasing website traffic. So everything I post for the next 30 days is all going to be focused on sending people to my website and adding content to my website that people can look at and read, interact with, and share when they get there. And then you've got a full 30 days That's at least 30 posts, right? If you're posting once a day, that's at least 30 posts. If you ask somebody to do something 30 times in 30 different ways, or 30 times in 3 different ways, or 4 different ways, they're going to do it. You're going to see an increase in your website traffic, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Marketing is only effective when it is laser focused. So decide, you can decide off of this list. Are you trying to grow your email list? Are you trying to build trust? Are you trying to create brand awareness? Are you trying to increase web traffic? Or are you trying to increase sales, which is not on this list, but that can be one of the things. If you say, I want to make more money, all right, cool. Pick a product. Pick your most popular product or your most well put together product, because let's be honest, not all of our products are well put together. They can have good information, but you may need to re-record that video because it doesn't look professional, or you may need to redesign that workbook, or you may need to update that class or that PowerPoint that you're selling, right? So do that. Choose either your most popular product or your most well put together product, because that well put together product is going to give you the confidence to sell. So what's going to make you more money, okay? And that most popular product is something that the market has already proven is needed and people want it and they're willing to pay for it. So those two things right there are easier for you to make money with. But pick one of those and take that 30 days to send as much traffic as you possibly can to that product page or to the beginning of that funnel, and you will see results. I may also put a sales funnel video in the bonus section. That bonus section is really going to be, I think what's going to happen with the bonus section is I'm going to create a breakout session called Foundations, and that's going to have the foundational videos of like, this is how you read your Instagram analytics. There's already a Facebook ads video there. I'll probably do foundations of what a sales funnel is, examples of a sales funnel. So I think I'm going to make a breakout section and so if I reference something and you don't know what I'm talking about or you're lost, feel free to leave it in the comments below, please. And I'll make a foundations video for it and explain it. And I'll use my iPad. I'm actually getting a pencil for my iPad. So I'll be able to share my screen and draw and explain things and charts and funnels and all that on my iPad, and you guys can see my screen recorded. So anything you don't understand, please don't hesitate, leave it in the comments, and don't be shy, because if you're thinking it, somebody else is probably thinking it, okay? So everybody needs it. All right, element number 2, understanding whom you are creating content for. Researching how your target market would search for information about you and your services is critically important, okay? Are they typing key phrases or words into Google? Do they search for you by your job title? Is there a customer group that they identify themselves as belonging to? And through your research, identify what content they specifically want, okay? So you need to know all of these things about your target market, because you need to be very, very well versed on who you're creating content for and how they are searching for it. That's very important, how they are searching for it, okay? And let me give you an example. So I'm a business coach. I know that people are searching for me by my job title, which is business coach. So when I create content, I need to make sure I use the words business coach so that when people are searching, I pop up in the search because I've used the words business coach. That makes sense? I know I just said that like 50 times, but it's the same thing. So that's what it means. That's what I mean when I say, do they search for you by your job title? Another good example is there a customer group that they identify themselves as belonging to? Okay, so do you market to, let's just say you market to single moms. If they know they identify as a single mom, you need to make sure you're using the words single mom in your marketing, in your content titles, in your hashtags, because they're going to identify when they see that hashtag. Now, keep this in mind because it's different. Identifying as belonging to a group and what you're searching for or what key phrases you're searching for in a search engine are two different things, okay? If you identify you belong to a certain group, I identify that I belong in the group of single moms. Am I going on social media and typing in single mom to find stuff? No, I'm going into social media and I'm typing motherhood, um, moms of Instagram, girl mom, boy mom. Um, I'm typing in baby shower. I'm typing in mom inspiration, mommy and me outfits. Those are the things that I'm typing in as a single mom. I'm not necessarily just typing in the words single mom. Okay. You're typing in the word you're putting the word single mom in your title because that's how the Instagram system registers it. That's how the computer registers it, the robot. But humans, we don't just go in and type in what we are to find information for ourselves, right? So just keep that in mind. But just understand who you're creating content for. You need to really, really, really understand your ideal clients. Inside of the community, inside of the Client Magnet Academy community, you can go to your dashboard and go over there, or go to your homepage and go over there. But inside of there, there's actually a topic for ideal clients. So it's an ideal client topic, and on the inside of it, it has a whole bunch of questions. You're going to go through the questions and answer them. If you're able to answer all those questions, you really know your ideal client. Like, where do they shop? Do they have credit cards? What is their income level? What kind of car do they drive? What kind of family do they come from? Do they go to college or not? What type of clothes do they like to wear? What do they do in their free time for their hobbies? Are they a reader? Are they an audio learner? Are they a visual learner? Those types of questions. The more personality questions you can answer about your ideal client, the easier it is going to be for you to create content for that person because you really know who they are, right? It's like when you know somebody really well, you know what to get them for their birthday. It's just like that because you know all these details about them. And so you know exactly what to present them with to get an emotional reaction out of them. The same thing with content. When you really, really know your ideal client, you know exactly what to show them in order to cause an emotional reaction. And an emotional reactions is what precedes a sale, okay? Before somebody buys something, before they take out their credit card, before they join an email list, any type of marketing or sales transaction, right before that is emotion. The emotion comes first, and as a result of the emotion comes the sale. I'm stressed, so I really need to buy this. I'm happy, so I'm buying this for myself as a reward. I'm sad, I need help, so I'm gonna buy this to help myself. It correlates, okay? The feeling, the emotion, it correlates to the action of purchasing a transaction of value. Went into a little bit of sales psychology there. Okay. Element number 3, working out the best place to publish your content. So there's numerous online platforms that you can choose from to distribute content. However, it's also critical that you have a content marketing strategy for your website and email list. While social media can help you create awareness and grow your business, you do not own the data on those platforms, and you have limited control. Not only do you have limited control, y'all, Instagram breaks down, okay? Instagram broke down again the other day. So you need to be able, at a moment's notice, have the ability to contact your clients without social media platforms. And think about what's going on with TikTok right now. We don't know when TikTok is gonna go away or if it's gonna stay, or we don't know. We have no idea, okay? So for everyone who is on TikTok and has hundreds of thousands of followers and does not have an email list, they are at risk of losing hundreds of thousands of potential clients and consumers because they relied completely on one social media platform. So you need to work out not only the best place to publish your content, but you need to have a fail-safe plan, which is your email list. So from the online platforms, you need to choose, is my home on Instagram? Is my home on Facebook? And of course, you're going to have a social profile on all of these places, But there's going to be, and there needs to be, one place where you spend most of your time. One place where you spend most of your time. So is it going to be Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn? I do not recommend Snapchat, so I'm not even going to say that. I don't recommend TikTok because it's about to go away. So Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, those three places. One of those three places needs to be your home on the internet. Also, your blog. Your blog counts as a social platform because people can leave comments, they can share, they can like, they can do all the same things they can do on a social media platform, they can do on your blog. So that counts, okay? And the great thing about your blog is that it makes people stay on your website. And the longer people stay on your website, the more likely they are to purchase. And your Facebook pixel from ads, if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is in the ads video in the bonus section. Your ads pixel, your Facebook ad pixel, is going to pull data from your website. It's going to show your ads to people who have been on your website. If there's nothing on your website other than products, and I say this in the ads video, if there's nothing on your website other than products, then why would anybody go to your website? Then how are you going to attract people to show them your ads? You can't. So put blog posts on your website. Blog posts is also a really, really good way to dig deeper, okay? Because captions have limits. You can only write so much on Facebook before people lose their attention span. It's even less on Instagram for the attention span. But you know, when people click over to read a blog post, they have 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to sit there and read, and they will sit there and read. Some people will binge read your blog. They will sit there for 3 hours and read everything you've written on your blog. Okay? So blog posts, really important. Blogging is not dead, okay? But just decide where you're going to publish these things. And for emails, how often you're going to send out an email. I recommend when you publish a blog post, send out an email. When you put a new video up on social media, send out an email, okay? So you're not having to write all your emails from scratch. Fourth element number 4, deciding what types of content will be most suitable. Okay, types of content in your content marketing strategy could be blog articles, which I just talked about, interviews or case studies. I spelled studies completely wrong. Sorry, you guys. Books, checklists, guides, workbooks, videos or podcasts, social media posts, emails, webinars or events, information sessions, or workshop presentations. You may need to pause this video and write all those down. I would recommend writing those down and then circling which of these are the easiest for you to do. You need to start creating content based off of your strengths and abilities and your strongest skill set. So if you're a better writer, you're good at writing ebooks, create ebooks. If you're good at doing social media posts, do social media posts. If you're good on video, do webinars, do pre-recorded video. If you're good at interviewing people, because some people are very they're conversationalists. If you're good at interviewing people, find some people to interview that your target audience, that your soulmate clients are, or your target audience is interested in. Interview people that they're interested in. That's going to bring you a lot of traffic, okay? And then as this relates to the previous element, once you've decided which pieces of content you are going to use, then you can say, okay, I've created these blog articles, these interviews, these guides, workbooks. Where am I going to push that out? That's element number 3. What result am I looking for? That's element number 1, okay? Element number 5, coming up with ideas for what content to produce, okay? When it comes to producing social media posts, make it easy for yourself by developing a structure and plan that you can follow each week. So for example, on Mondays, you post motivational quotes. On Wednesdays, you could give a quick tip, whatever it may be. I personally don't do the days of the week, but I do have categories in my Planoly that I use. So I have a set of motivational quotes. I have a set of stock photos. I have a set of a series I just started called everyone's thinking it, but I said it, which is all the stuff that people think that no one says. I'm just going to say it. Like, I'm just going to be straight up and say it. So I have a group of posts for that. And then I have a group of posts for promotional sales and products that I'm doing that month. So I do have groups like that, and I just mix them all up in Planoly and they auto post. But if it's easier for you, you can do motivational quotes on Mondays, quick tips on Wednesdays, behind the scene photos on Tuesdays. Give it some consistency, make it easier for yourself. Like, if you know I post motivational quotes on Mondays, there's only 4 Mondays in a month. You need 4 motivational quotes. That's it. It's going to take you 2 seconds to find that. So breaking it down by the day makes it a lot easier and a lot faster to create your monthly content. By the way, I keep referencing posting once a day. You guys, it's kind of changed a little bit. You're going to have to post 3 to 5 times. The quarantine changed a lot of things with social media. It changed the frequency of people being on social media. It changed the length of time that people are on social media. And so it increased. 1 to 2 times a day used to be enough. It's not really enough anymore. If you really want to see growth, and you really want to see people joining your email list and making sales and sending you DMs and starting conversations with you, 3 to 5 times, okay? Other ideas that you could add to your structure include posting about your latest blog post or video. So that makes it faster to create content. Promoting a service that you offer, asking questions, which is a really good way to increase your engagement. Sharing client testimonials, that will increase your sales. If you have client testimonials and you have not shared them, share them, because that will increase your sales a lot. Posting photos of yourself, your audience needs to see you. They need to know that your page is real, okay? Especially if you have your pages like super branded, the colors are all matching, everything is perfect. If it's too perfect, people are going to think you're a robot. So post pictures of yourself. Short story or behind the scenes look at your business. That's an easy one too. Picture of you working on your laptop, picture of you out buying things, a picture of you packaging physical products to be shipped, whatever, okay? You also don't have to share your content. Keep an eye out for other pieces of content that you think your audience will love and curate them on your feed, okay? So you can actually, now you can actually follow hashtags. So I am following like life coach, hashtag life coach, hashtag business coach, hashtag influencer. I'm following those. So good posts with quality information pop up and it's from other business coaches. I'll share it from the other business coach and I'll tag them and say, hey, look at this great post by so-and-so. It doesn't hurt to share. It doesn't hurt to collaborate. You don't lose anything by reposting someone else's information. Normally, they send you a message and they say, hey, thanks for posting it. They may repost something that you have, which exposes you to a bigger audience. I don't ever expect anything back from people, but most of the time they do. And it's great. It's like you rub my back, I rub your back. We're in the same industry. It's all love. Okay? It's all love. So definitely resharing content from other people in your industry when it's like quality, good content is really great. Okay. Next element, determining the resources and tools needed for distributing content. I think this is element number 6. Okay. Know what your tools are. Okay. What are you using? Canva, your website, that's where your blog posts are going. Planoly, that's how I schedule my auto posts, but you may be using Hootsuite or Later. Used to be Latergram, now it's just Later. But keep in mind the cost and combination of tools. Make sure each tool has a purpose. So for your content marketing strategy, this is not only knowing what you're going to use, but this is also making sure you're not overpaying, okay? You need to have a list of, these are my business tools that I pay for each month, and I use this for this, this for this, this for this, and this for this. Like, you need to know what those things are, okay? 1, so you can have a clear head. 2, so you are not overpaying. And 3, so when you file taxes at the end of the year or during tax time, whenever you file them, some people do them quarterly, some people do them yearly, you can write all that stuff off, okay? So you need to have all that in one place, written down on a piece of paper. Keep your receipts, print them out for your tax person, okay? And last but not least, element number 7, measuring success and developing systems for repurposing content. After this element, I'm going to show you guys content ideas on my phone, okay? But measuring success and developing systems for repurposing content. It's essential that you track the performance of your content marketing so you know what type of material is most effective. Use the Insights platform on your social media accounts and website, which I'm about to show you. Repurpose, repurpose, repurpose. I have to say that, okay? Measuring success, that's just looking at your analytics and saying, I wanted to send more people to my website. This is how many people were on my website at the beginning of the month. This is how many people on my website at the end of the month. I wanted to make more sales. This is how much I was making last month. This is how much I'm making this month. You have to be able to measure that success so you know if the content you're posting is working or not. If you're not looking at those analytics, you don't really know if the content's working or not, and then you're going to continue to feel lost. This entire class on strategy is to help you not feel lost and not feel like you're just turning your wheels and you have no idea what the heck's going on, okay? Or if what you're posting even matters, or if people are even looking at it. And it matters to look at the analytics, and it matters to look at the website traffic and the sales, all 3 of those things, because you may get 5 likes on a post, but 2 of those people click over to your website, and you can see that. I'm going to show it to you. And 2 people click over to your website, one makes a purchase of a $149 product. And you feel bad because you only got 5 likes, but that 5 post that got 5 likes made you $149. So you got to look at all 3. Your social media analytics, the website traffic, and your sales numbers. That's for measuring your success. Now, repurposing content means that you do not have to recreate the wheel every time you post something. You can post a video and turn it into a blog post, 3 promotional video snippets, 2 emails, and an ad. 1 video, right? So let's say I go live on Instagram and I talk about, I did this the other day, why it's important to stop saying you hate your social media. You hate being on social media. You're a business owner, you don't like being on social media, that's fine. But you know that you have to do it in order for you to make money. So don't say out loud and don't say to yourself and don't say to your coach, I hate social media, because that's you putting out into the atmosphere that you don't like it, it's not going to work for you, and you are now influencing your mindset in a counterproductive way. So I did a video on that. That video can be added to my blog post. I haven't done it yet, but the video can be added to my blog post as just a video, or I can send it off to be transcribed to Temi, TEMI.com, or Rev, REV.com. Those 2 places, you can send them a video. They'll turn that video into written words. They'll transcribe it. Temi, I think, is like 25 cents a minute. So if the video is 5 minutes, it's going to cost you $1.25 to have that video transcribed. And that'll be a blog post. Then you can take that 5-minute video and take 3 little snippets out of it. They could be gems or they could just be random chops. It doesn't matter. You could start, the video could be a snippet. It could start in the middle of a sentence. It could end in the middle of a sentence. That's fine, because people are going to say, wait, where'd the rest of the video go? Where'd it go? And they're going to go looking for it. And they're going to go to your website, which is what we want, right? So you can get 3 snippets out of that video, random snippets. You can send out an email, you can get 2 emails out of it. You send out the first email and say, hey, did you see this video? Or hey, check out this blog post. And then 24 hours later, you send that email out again to people who didn't open it. So you're getting more opens because it's resending to people who did not open it. That's 2 emails. And then you get an ad, because you can run an ad directly to that video from Facebook. And you can run that ad and say, hey, show this video to people who have been on my website, right? Or show this free video to people who have watched 50% of it. So maybe they've only watched half the video and you want them to watch the rest of the video. So show this video again to people who only watched half of it. And so what that's doing is that is letting Facebook determine who is very serious about you. Because if somebody sits down and watches 90% of a video, of a 5-minute video, they're interested in what you have to say, or else they would have stopped watching a long time ago. a long time ago. All right. So that's element number 7. Know your soulmate client and you will succeed. The better you know your soulmate client, you're going to succeed. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing this. And I am going to open up actually, you know what? I'm going to open up my screen share from my phone. You have something right now. All right, let me share my screen. All right, you guys see my phone. Look at my baby. Look at my baby, y'all. Look at her. She's so cute. All right, let me stop. Okay, I'm going to open up Instagram. And y'all are going to have to excuse me because, wow, there's a lot going on. I literally just checked these direct messages and they're back at 5. Anyways, this is my Instagram. Now you guys are going to have to, people are messaging me back to back as soon as I open my app. You guys are going to have to excuse my analytics because I have not been posting as often as I should, okay? As a new mom, I kind of dropped the ball a little bit. Give me some grace, okay? So this is my Instagram profile. You can click on Insights. You see Insights is, let me go backwards, right here. So this is going to show all of my data from the past week, okay? So what happens when you create less content? You get less content interactions. You see that? I'm down 45% this week because I have not posted that much. Now I'm going to tell you this. The week starts on Sunday and it's compared to the previous week. So the weeks, today's Sunday, the week started over today. So that's why this number is so drastic, but it's not going to be that drastic tomorrow once I post 2 or 3 times. But it's comparing this week to the previous week, which is September 13th through the 19th. So I had 45% less content interactions, negative 0.1% followers. This doesn't really change too much if you're not gaining or losing followers, or if you're gaining and losing followers at the same rate, which is what's happening to me right now, okay? And then your accounts reach. So I'm reaching a few more accounts than I was last week. Now, these numbers for me are way lower than they typically are, and that is because I used to post 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. And after I had the baby, I went down to posting like once a day or every other day. Like it was crazy. Okay. So I actually just auto scheduled for my automatic post to go out 3 times a day. And then I'll post in between that. So I'm about to be back up. So these numbers are going to be crazy. So if you see another video and these numbers are way higher, that's why. Okay. So I'm also going to drop a video in the bonus section that explains what all these analytics mean. But for right now, I'm going to show you guys where to find your most popular posts. So if you scroll down, you can see the content that I've posted. I posted 15 times this week, last week, and then 62 stories. I posted 62 stories last week, which is actually a lot. And 3 IGTV videos. So I only went live 3 times. And I posted 15 times, which is 1.5 times a day, 1.5 to 2 times a day. All right. So I'm going to scroll back up. When I click on content shared, it is now ranking all of my posts. So up here are the categories. It's ranking all of my posts, or any of my posts, or all of them, by reach in the last year. So reach is the number of people who saw that post, the number of individuals. It's a drop-down menu. Profile visits is the number of times people visited your profile. Likes, you guys already know the number of times people double tapped. Impressions is the number of times your post was seen your impressions is always going to be really high because reach, you know, 2 people may have seen your post, but if one of those people looked at your post 5 times, all 5 of those times are counting inside of impressions. But it's really only 2 people. That's your reach, okay? So reach is people, impressions is the amount of times it was seen, like when somebody was scrolling and they saw it. Get directions, that's obvious. How many people followed you based off of that post? Like they went and looked at that post and then clicked the follow button. How many people emailed you? They looked at that post and they hit the email button. The number of comments, which we know, and the number of call button taps. All right, so this is ranked by reach. So I know that these posts were seen by the most amount of people, meaning that it either had a lot of engagement, and when you have a post, you post something that has a lot of engagement, Instagram starts showing it to more people, or it was shared a lot. And when something is sent to somebody else, that's an extra person that saw it. So it keeps getting shared and shared and shared. So in the last year, my most popular post was this ugly post of me showing my postpartum stomach. Go figure. 1,400 likes. Now I can actually click view insights right here, and that's going to open up to my post insights. You can actually, and I have to show you my phone for this, you can actually put your finger on this and swipe up. This is going to give you an even more detailed view, okay? An even more detailed view. So what I'm seeing now is 1,400 likes, 126 comments, 9 people sent it to somebody else, and 13 people saved it. I don't know why somebody saved a picture of my postpartum stomach, but whatever. Social media is weird, okay? 13 shared. Maybe they shared it to look at it later or show their friend later. 301 people saw this picture and scrolling in their timeline and went to my profile. It was viewed. It was viewed by 11,000 people. So 11,000 people saw this post. Only 1,400 people liked. Okay. There were 301 interactions. So 301 people viewed my profile, which is the same number as this one right here. 9 people went to my website. 1 person emailed me. I don't know why somebody would see this picture and click over to my website, but hey, it probably made me some sales. I'm not questioning it, okay? 11,000 was the accounts reached, which matches this number. So reach is here, and it's also shown here. 58% of the people who saw this post were not following me. That most likely means 58% is 11,000 people. That most likely means that I showed up somewhere on the Explorer page. On people's phones, I showed up on the Explorer page, or somebody sent it to them. Well, it was only sent 9 times, so it's got to be from the Explorer page, all right? 16 people followed me. So 16 people out of this 11,000, out of the 16 people out of the 58% of this 11,000 that were not following me, followed me, okay? These analytics get real deep. 6,000 people. Oh, here's the impressions. The impressions is the number of times it was seen. Okay, so remember this reach, it's 11,649 people, but it was viewed 12,443 times. So somebody looked at this more than once. More than a few people looked at this more than once. 6,000 people discovered it from hashtags. 5,000 people saw this post because they were already on my profile. 5,000 people saw this from their home screen, so their scrolling home screen. 685 people saw it because they were already on my profile, and then 471 people saw it from other places. If I wanted to promote this post, this is where I could do that, but there's no need. So every single time you post something, you get all of these analytics. So if you're sitting here and you're saying, I don't know if this worked, I don't know if that was worth posting, I don't know if this is what they want me to post more of, go look at these insights and say, Then go look at your other posts and compare them. What's most popular? And post based off of that. You then want to take your most popular post and post more of that. Okay, so I'm a business coach. I want to post business stuff, but here's the thing. Everybody thinks they're a business coach right now. So what sets me apart is that I post also about my real life. And that's why all of these posts you see up here, my top 6 posts, you can even say my top 9 posts or my top 10 posts, are not business related. They're about who I am as a person. And people do business with me because of who I am as a person. Because nobody else can be me. And this is probably going to happen for you too. The posts that get the most likes are going to most likely be posts that are about you, things that are unique to you, your preferences, um, behind the scenes, because that's a look at your life. Post when you post something about your family, that's going to be very popular because people want to do business with other people. They want to do business with some random person they don't know. They would go to Target or Walmart, or they will call one of those marketing services that's ran by people that live in other countries that barely speak English. No offense. That's what they would do. But most of the time, people want to do business with people that they like and people that they identify with. So my top 3 posts, postpartum, breastfeeding newborn, weight loss, pregnancy. This was a free resource help post. Send me your to-do list and I'll tell you what I can get done for you. That's just super popular. Baby's first picture on Instagram, and you can plan all year, but if you're not actually doing anything, you won't see results. So this is a mindset post. So mindset, business, and business. So these 3 were business, business and mindset. But these right here were not. And look at the number drop: 11,000, 11,000, 9,000 people, 7,000 people. And it drops down to 6,000 people over here. Okay. And then you could still see pregnancy, weight loss, donuts, food, pregnancy. So it's just happened to be what's popular. Now you can change these analytics if you want to see what brought you the most. So here's a good one. What brought you the most shares? All my quotes, they've been shared the most. So what brought you the most shares? If you're looking to grow your following, you want to look at shares. If you want to have more engagement, you want to look at likes. If you are looking to grow your audience, you can also look at follows. What posts, which of your posts brought you the most followers? This one post brought me 41 followers. That one post. This one post brought me 29 followers. So this is the importance of posting every single day. If you're not posting every single day, you don't have any of this data to look at. Or if you're not posting 3 to 5 times a day, you have significantly less data to look at. So when you're first starting, in the very beginning of this, I said it's going to feel like you're taking a shot in the dark. I'm going to stop sharing this so you guys can listen to me. But in the very beginning, when I said it's going to feel like you're taking a shot in the dark, that's because you're just posting whatever you think people want to see. But you need to do that, and you have to go through that period and just post. You need to give yourself 30 days of real intense, hard, to the wall, holding yourself accountable or getting an accountability partner. You need to be posting every single day for at least 30 days, 3 to 5 times a day, so that you can have that data that I just showed you. And if I would have been posting more often after I had the baby, then I would know, what do I need to post? Because all my most popular posts on there for the past year are pregnancy pictures, because I've been pregnant for 10 months. I was pregnant for 40 weeks. Okay, so that's 10 months out of 12 months. So that's why all of my most popular posts are pregnancy posts. But if I was posting 3 to 5 times a day, there would be more information there than just pregnancy, and I would know what to post now that I'm not pregnant anymore. So now I've got to go back, which is why I went back and scheduled my 3 posts a day to automatically post for this upcoming month, which starts in a few days, so that I know where to take my content and how to talk to my people, okay? How to talk to my tribe. So make sure you guys post. That's all I have for this class. Remember, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the description box below. I am going to post after this section a link to the live question and answer session for this week. It's okay if you can't make it live to the question and answer session. I'm going to answer all of the questions that get dropped under this video. I'm going to answer them within 24 to 48 hours in writing. And then I'm also going to answer them inside of the video as well, because I can give a little bit of a deeper explanation via video than I can in writing. I can also show you guys examples of things like stuff on my phone and all of that inside of the question and answer video. But I will let you guys know. I'm going to give you guys a more consistent time that I can do the live question and answer video. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's going to be during the day because I can't do it at night with the baby because she's not going to let me. Okay. She's sleeping right now, but she's not going to let me do a consistent live question and answer session. So it's got to be during the day when she's at school. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you for next week's class. Bye.